What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Traveling Crypto. Let us not waste any time and get right into the market update before getting into the topic that I wanted to discuss today, which is why we might have a burning summer for crypto in a good way, especially with regards to alts. So looking at the market, we're looking at a total market cap of 398 bill. Bitcoin dominance remains around the same at 36.7%, usually hovering between 36 and 37 in the last few weeks. We're struggling to stay above 400. We climb above 400, but we quickly come back down below it, not being able to sustain those levels. That just seems to be where the market is normalizing in the last couple of weeks, which is fine. There is a new normal that we see established with the crypto market and with Bitcoin. Every couple weeks, there seems to be a new normal. Right now, we are at just under 400, and it seems to be comfortable sitting there. We'll see how long that lasts. Looking at Bitcoin, we're at 8,500. We'll do a little bit more of a deep dive in a second. Ethereum's at 725. Ripple's at 72 cents, so on and so forth. Looking at Bitcoin, there are a couple of mixed signals that Bitcoin's chart is giving us right now. I did do a market update on the Discord. Join the Discord. It's 100% free. There is a section for trade alerts. If you're interested in that, you have to be subscribed to the Patreon for that. Those links are in the description. So on Bitcoin, we do see an ascending wedge, which is almost always a bearish pattern. There is a bullish pattern forming, or a bullish indicator forming, which is the divergence between the RSI and the price. We see that the price has made a higher low. The RSI has made a lower low. That is called a hidden bullish divergence, which is a good indicator. But there is a conflict here, as we said, because we do have this ascending wedge pattern, as well as stagnating momentum indicated by the MACD and the stochastics right now. So there is a bit of, we are in a bit of a limbo. If you do look at the short contracts, this is tied to the Bitfinex BTC short contracts. You do see that even the short sellers are unsure of what direction to take with Bitcoin, because this has been stagnant for almost 3 to 4 weeks now. In terms of buy zones, we are currently just right under the 0.382 fib level. Between the 0.5 and 0.382, you could open up positions. I would not open up complete positions, just partial positions, in order to see if we break this support line of the ascending wedge. We could see a retracement back to the 0.5 level, which is at around 8,200, and the historically strong support level of 0.618, which is around $7,800. So it all depends on what Bitcoin does in the next couple of days, and if we do break this ascending wedge support line. So on to the topic that I wanted to discuss today. This is why it might be a hot summer for alts. We've been saying this for a while, and again, if you follow me on the Discord, you'll see that I've been kind of beating this drum for a while, that EOS and TRX are going to lead the way for alts this summer, and that's because their main nets are being launched. Now, this is a schedule that was, let me see who I can credit this to, CryptoCoinDisplay.com. I'm not sure if they're the original source for this, but this is where I found it. So this shows you a schedule of releases for test nets and main nets. Test nets, you could just think of them as the test platform for these crypto projects that could still be in the ICO phase, and main nets are the main platform. And why this is important is because with crypto, we always talk about weeding out, the shit coins or the shit projects or the scams. And we want to see development teams stick to their release schedules and actually release something that they've promised based on the roadmap or their white paper. And that way we can validate that crypto project as being one that is accountable, and two, that is actually releasing a tangible product that we can test and see, and users can test in the market and really determine if there's any real life application for these crypto projects. So this is a really solid thing, a really good thing when crypto projects are actually releasing test platforms and live platforms. So EOS and Tron are releasing their main net, which was which is still big headline news because EOS is a top 5 coin market cap ranked crypto at the moment, and Tron is a top 10 ranked crypto on coin market cap. But, and I'll be the first to admit that I didn't know that a lot of these important alts were also releasing mainnets or testnets around the same time frame. Now, we do get testnet and mainnet releases throughout the year, but I don't remember a time when there's been a concentration of mainnet launches for highly ranked cryptocurrencies. So if you look down here at the bottom, you'll see rankings as in this list only. This is ranking the cryptocurrencies that are on this list. So number 1, you'll see EOS, Tron, VeChain, Ontology, Eternity, Fusion, Enigma. I mean, these are some really big names, followed by some of the newcomers that are making huge waves, such as Origin Trail and Oyster. So these are some really big projects that are actually releasing main platforms this summer. And this could drive the new wave, or this could drive a wave of value, especially for alts, and allow alts to move independently of BTC. I mean, BTC's price could be stagnated, could have rallied a little bit by June, or even could have declined a little bit by June. But we're expecting it to be a big summer for alts. And we've seen that before. I mean, if you look at historically, you probably heard the term, alt season or Bitcoin season. There has historically been times where alts have really ignored BTC's movements and moved past BTC parabolically and at a much higher rate than BTC. We didn't have mainnet releases of some of these large crypto projects. So this could even be a, stronger alt season than we've ever seen before. Looking at Tron and EOS from a technicals perspective, we see that they share a lot of similarities in terms of indicators. Looking at this fib retracement where the 0 is the swing high here that we achieved earlier in the month, and the 1 being the beginning of this rally here. We're basically looking to see how far this can retrace down to. We are now at the 0.382 level, which again, as we mentioned with Bitcoin, you could open up a position between the 0.5 and 0.382. I wouldn't open up a full position, just a partial position regarding your budget or within your budget. The 0.618 level is the level that we see a lot of buyback confidence in, between the 0.618 and 0.5, and obviously below this, you can justify full opening positions at those levels. But between 0.5 and 0.382, I would personally, based on my trading strategy, would open up partial positions at these levels. I do own TRX already, so I'm not looking to open up more, same as EOS. But with regards to some of the bullish indicators, again, we do see a divergence between the price and the RSI. If you look at the price, we see a higher low forming. Same exact period on the RSI, you see a lower low forming. Again, this is called a hidden bullish divergence. We don't see the MACD crossing over yet, which could indicate that there might be a little more room to decline, possibly towards this 0.5 level. The stochastic does seem like it was on an upward momentum for a while, but we don't see the positive convergence happening just yet. With regards to volume, the great thing is that we see these tall green positive bars here, and you do see the red bars here following these tall green bars. But what that indicates is just a bout of sell-offs, right? Profit taking from hitting all-time highs, and there isn't really anything alarming here. We would like to see more green bars start coming in to support these buyback levels and see where traders are confident in buying back Tron. But either way, with this upcoming launch for Tron being May 31st, expect that price to skyrocket, especially if they do hit that date and release something that the market perceives as being successful. Looking at EOS, again, I said that we did have similar indicators, and that is because of this divergence that we see between price and RSI. There is a hidden bullish divergence. Same thing that we see with EOS. Almost the same pattern with regards to the rally and then the retracement that we see. Almost the same exact area that it is on the fib level. We are right in between the 0.5 and 0.382. Again, a place where you can open up partial positions. There is a little bit of the momentum seems a little more downward on EOS at the moment than it does on Tron, but nothing alarming. The MACD hasn't converged yet, so it looks like there might still be a little more room to decline, at least towards the 0.5 level. So what I like to do is continue buying on the way down if I'm looking to reopen positions in something that is declining. So if you have $1,000, I wouldn't put $1,000 in one price point. I might partially open up a position, wait to see how the market reacts. If it dips further, then open up another position, etc. That way you average and get the best price possible on the way down. In other random crypto news, Storm was just added to BitTRX a few minutes ago, causing this spike that we see right here. XLM, there was an announcement that IBM to issue cryptocurrency token on public Stellar blockchain. There was already a partnership between Stellar and IBM. This is more specific to an environmental fintech startup called Viridium Labs. And what Viridium is looking to do is to tokenize carbon credits that pollution-heavy companies can use to offset the damage their operations cause to the environment. Proceeds from selling the Verde token will be used to reforest a 250 square mile patch of rainforest on the island of Borneo in Indonesia. Looking at Stellar's technicals, you see that we do have an almost perfect cup and handle formation forming with a breakout from that handle. You could justify opening a position here. To see exactly where to open a position and where to profit take and where to set your stop limits, sign up to the Patreon for the trade alerts. That's where I send out detailed trade alerts with my analysis on each of the coins that I'm currently looking at or currently looking to open a position on. India can't unilaterally rule on Bitcoin legality, India's central bank tells the Supreme Court. I mean, we're talking about a country that has outlawed cash, so really nothing is beyond them. Lastly, I will be at the Blockchain Connect conference June 26th to 27th of this year in Silicon Valley. I do have 20% off tickets if you use the link below. I will be giving away a free ticket on this channel. We will also be doing a crypto giveaway at 20,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. So leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the Patreon for the trade alerts and the weekly report. Stay safe out there. Peace.